What's good then, YouTube? Welcome back to another video here on our channel. I'm the FIFA Analyst, and today I am bringing you and discussing with you what is the meta on FIFA 22. You guys have been asking me, what is the meta, the most effective tactics available? How can we ensure that we are going to be winning as many games as we possibly can? And today we're going to go over that for you. The video is sponsored by Pouch, a free browser extension which saves you money online. We'll discuss more about that later. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So the meta is something that a lot of people will want to go by if they're wanting to maintain the most amount of wins, get the most amount of wins in FIFA 22. That may not be you, which is absolutely fine. Remember that everyone logs on to a video game for different reasons. Some people log on to have fun, use their most favorite players, play whatever play style that they want. Some people log on to have fun by winning. So please do respect that when we talk about the meta, okay? Everyone can play the game how they want and it's whatever suits them. But what is the meta this year? Now, we've been playing a lot of FIFA 22, trying to work out what's what works, and how you can put stuff into your game. First of all, we already spoke about it in previous videos, but green time finishing is definitely something that you should be learning. Time finishing is where you press the shoot button. As your player pulls his leg back and goes to strike the ball, you press the shoot button again. You're going to either green time it, red time it, yellow time it, or white time it. Green time is what you're looking for. Where are these the most strong? And that's outside the box with a finesse shot. It's a very easy and effective way to put the ball past the goalkeeper to get a nice, easy goal. And they are incredible right now. Absolutely incredible. If you've got someone that's got a finesse shot trait, any particularly good long shots and whatnot, you'll find them to be absolutely crucial. This could mean players like Messi, for example, maybe more viable this year. Messi's finesse shots were good last year at the end of the game when he had like a 99 rated card. They'd fly into the top corner. But now you can be doing it with his normal 93. His 93 card on FIFA 21, you don't really tend to see them too much. Not many people tend to go for, that type of player, or particularly Messi. So maybe that changes Messi being a viable card on FIFA 22. Another thing that is very strong right now is inside the box low driven shots. Now, this is something that we've spoke about in a previous video. Again, I'll put that up above, giving you a full tutorial on how that works and how you guys can utilize it. If you want to avoid the AI block, if you want to ensure that the keeper doesn't make these incredible saves, you have to learn low driven finishing. That's where you hold the L1 and R1 button as you take your shot, and it keeps it along the ground. It makes it really, really nice and effective. We spoke about a lot in the meta on FIFA. Let's go ahead and take a look at the meta in shopping online. You guys are used to me giving you tips on FIFA. Well, today's video sponsor, Pouch, is one of the best bits of advice I can give when shopping online. Pouch is a free desktop browser extension that automatically finds and applies discount codes when you are shopping online. Recently, I was shopping on the Adidas website, looking for some new boots to go ahead and bang the ball, hopefully, into the top corner. When I proceeded to the checkout, Pouch automatically found and applied a 20% discount code, saving me a whopping £46 on those football boots. The great thing about Pouch is it works on over 3,000 sites in the UK. For example, Nike, Adidas, and Gymshark, just to name a few. Pouch only takes a couple of clicks to install. Once you have installed, make sure you pin it to your browser. You can go and get Pouch for free right now by going and clicking on the link in the top of the description to go ahead and install. Every single installation does help support me as a content creator. So once again, thank you to Pouch for sponsoring the video. As I said, guys, it is free to install. You may as well go and download it. It will be beneficial for you to save some money, which we all like, don't we? The next thing that I wanted to go ahead and talk about was the LBY over the top through ball, specifically the LBYY, the L1 triangle. Over the top through ball on FIFA 22 is certainly something you can use more often than what you could last year on FIFA 21. Do I like this? Absolutely. I am happy to see the ball go over the top a little bit more on FIFA 22. Last year, the game was flat. It was along the ground. It was a bit boring, right? It just had no, it was just so repetitive. It had nothing else to it. FIFA 22, you can keep the ball on the ground. You can put the ball in the air. You can switch the play. You can cross the ball, all that sort of stuff. The new ball physics has really helped make a new meta, I think, of allowing you to go over the top. It makes you think more as a defender. Do I need to cover this over the top through ball? Do I need to switch to this defender? Do I need to worry about the switch from the right-hand side to the left-hand side of the pitch and so on? It really does help take the game to a next level, which I'm really happy with. The other thing is a low-driven ground pass. This is where you hold RB and A or R1 and X on PlayStation, and you whiz the ball into your striker's feet. This is something that you're going to see so much of unless EA nerf it over the coming weeks. Why is this? It's a really effective way to get the ball into your striker's feet, take a quick turn, and then go for that shot and get that shot off against the goalkeeper. Honestly, they're so strong right now. If you're not using them, please take this away from the video. RBAs, the low-driven passes, R1 and X, drill it in to your opponent, to your striker's feet, get a turn, lay it off, get a shot off, and you'll see your game go to a completely new level. So definitely something that makes a part and plays in on the meta on FIFA 22 so far. Next up is crossing. Crossing certainly has become more viable this year. Heading hasn't changed. Heading is the same as last year. What has changed is the ability for the defenders to track men inside the box. You have to do it yourself now. The defenders are pretty dumb when they come to, covering those crosses. So again, you've got to use your right stick switching, you're kind of tracking a man inside the box if you want to try and stop that cross. Specifically, be careful of the crosses to the back stick, whipping it in around all of your defenders. Again, it's the back stick, having a man free. That is a very viable way to score as well on FIFA 22. EA did go ahead and bring in a new version of second man press, teammate contain, where you hold R1 on PlayStation, hold RB on Xbox. You'll see a little green icon above your player's head. This will mean that the player is pressing the ball holder for 4 seconds. It's not very good with your attackers. It's a little bit fiddly to get it on the player that you want. But if you get it on a centre mid or a defender, it is strong. You can really not manually defend. You can just let the AI defend for you in and around your 18-yard box, which is a way to be effective with it. Do I think it's a good way? Probably not, but you will find this being a meta defensive tactic. You'll see this in the defensive videos that I'll be speaking about because it makes your life a lot easier as a defender. You can then cut out the next pass. You can put pressure on what you think is the next play for the opponent. So yeah, definitely one thing that you do need to be careful of. The other thing as well, goalkeeper movement is a feature which has been in the game a little while now, where you hold the right stick in and you move your goalkeeper. That isn't as strong as what it was on the beta, but it is still effective, especially when you are thinking about these finesse shots from outside the box, right? If someone lines up for a finesse shot, you can use that goalkeeper movement to move him across the goal and save that. And that is a kind of meta tactic, so to speak. So definitely look at trying using that inside your game. Going on with the passing, you will notice that some players will be able to ping it around and go for these first-time passes and be direct and tick attacker. But as a whole on FIFA 22, because the switching of the ball is so strong, possession players probably will have quite a good time. It's quite hard to press manually with your attackers unless you go to constant pressure. So don't be surprised if you notice people holding the ball a little bit more frequently against you. The way that the game is coded this year, from what we've seen, part the bus is definitely a thing. And that's not even down to you as the individual. The defenders are coded to sit very deep. Trying to get your defenders to come off that offside trap, sit deep and get into an offside trap, go and maintain a high line, has seemed to be quite difficult. But we're going to notice in champs and rivals specifically, where people will do anything to win, if they enable drop back themselves and put a low depth and put a low width, you're going to be really struggling to find a way into that 18-yard box unless you hit on the counter yourself. So maybe one of them this year when it comes to that. I think FIFA 20 was very similar to what we may see this year. All I hope is that the green time finesses outside the box, maybe a couple more viable ways to get in and maybe left stick dribble. Agile dribbling and L1 dribbling is certainly a better way than left stick dribbling, but I think that's something that we'll find over the coming month or so on what else may be effective to kind of go ahead and beat those men. So you guys let me know, do you like the look of the meta so far in FIFA 22? Do you think it's a more realistic football element Do you think there needs to be any changes, any tweaks? Let me know down below in the comment section as always. I do want to thank you all very much for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Again, if you're interested in Pouch, a link is at the top of the description for that. Go ahead and download and install that onto your browser. I'll catch all of you in the next video. Bye-bye.